내가
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Keefe. Hornacek's out there with Stockton. Then it's Russell, and it's Malone in at the 4. And for Chicago, Mutombo is out there with Olajuwon. And it's Young, and there's Carter. And it's Mashburn in at the 3. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Pass to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Showing off the power right there. Karl Malone does not mess around down low.
Young pass to Mashburn. Over Russell. Count that one for Mashburn.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here's Stockton. Five on the clock. To the paint. Here's Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Malone's got his second basket.
Karl Malone, this guy delivers, hence the nickname.
Here's Olajuwon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Olajuwon.
taking 2 shots.
And Olajuwon drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. They set the screen. Stockton outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Malone. Mutombo with some nice D. And so it's Young who brings it up for Chicago. And Carter has it in the corner. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
I think you got to be up on Carter all the time, before the catch.
Stockton looking around. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Malone a screen on Carter. Such a wide open look.
This is what Stockton does so well. Tremendous at sharing the ball with his teammates.
And here's Young. Another one falls for Chicago.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside, Russell. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. Chicago leading by 3. Mutombo dishes to Olajuwon. Hornacek with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Mashburn. Back to Olajuwon. And it's Malone with the rebound. Russell kicks to Stockton. Hornacek outside. Here's Malone. Covered by Mutombo. Another miss by Utah.
Against length, good job trying the fadeaway, but it is a low probability shot.
Here's Olajuwon. And he banks in the layup.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Start it.
Let's hear it for your Chicago dancers.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Stockton outside. Here's Vaughn. Edwards defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Keith. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Young. The rebound by Malone.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
On the wing, Stockton. Edwards defending.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
For the Jazz. Poster tags checked in for Keith. Carr comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Hornacek in for John Stockton. Here's Vaughn. Hornacek outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And Morris throws it down.
Morris not settling for a layup that time. He brought the thunder there.
Here's Brand. Another shot. And it's good on the way in.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Hornacek outside. Pass to Vaughn. Morris with a screen on Young. Releases, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Chicago leading by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
So with Stockton on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Carr is out there with Morris. Then there's Greg Ostertag. Then there's Vaughn. And it's Hornacek in at the shooting guard. Now, here is Hornacek. Over Doncic. Hornacek, no luck. Edwards on the bounce. Utah with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Morris with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wembanyama against Ostertag. Nobody near Lillard. No good on the 3. Utah trails by 3. And the wide open shot from Morris. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Morris has got 7 points in the game. Here's Wembanyama. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
A different look for Utah. Karl Malone's checked in for Ostertag. And it's Russell in for Vaughn. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Now, here is Hornacek. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Some changes for Chicago. Mutombo comes in for Wembanyama. And it's LeBron in for Elton Brand. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hornacek. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Chicago leading. Edwards passes to Mutombo. From outside the arc. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Mutombo. Edwards got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice, smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Morris outside. Pass to Malone. Over LeBron. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Chicago leading by 4. Doncic with it. Picked up by Malone. Here's James. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. On offense, here are the Jazz. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Now, here's Malone after LeBron James's miss. Back to Malone. A three from Morris. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Doncic. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
Chicago shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
And the Jazz call time here.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago Dancers.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Olajuwon's checked in for Mutombo. Kevin Durant comes in for James. Jones checked in for Luka Doncic. Young is subbed in for Lillard. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The shot's good. Morris has got 9 points.
Malone, an outstanding passer at the power forward position. He's got really good floor awareness and has a really good understanding of when to get the ball to the open man.
Young from outside. He can't get that one to fall. Utah trails by 5. Stockton outside. Pass to Malone. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Malone, fantastic at understanding angles and how to go get that missed shot and put it back himself.
Now, here is Young. A blocking foul is called as the shot goes down.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A different look for Utah. Keefe comes in for Greg Ostertag. And it's Hornacek in for Morris.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handling, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
And so Russell hits them both.
Yeah, and the defense of Russell just outstanding. Feels like he can shut down any player in this league.
KD sets the pick for Young. Outside for KD. And again, Chicago. No good. Hornacek dishes to Stockton. Malone a screen on Young. Here's Stockton. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. KD on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. KD's got 5 points now this quarter. Here is Stockton. No scoring in this one. To the inside. Lets the three fly. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Great game performance by Chris Morris.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Carter, Brand out there with Mutombo. And it's Young, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward position. Now Stockton, following the three-point attempt by Elton Brand. Stockton outside. Shot clock at 6. Down low, stolen by Brand. Pass to Carter. And easy 2 points on the layup. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Now, here is Hornacek. Stockton outside. Here's the screen. Goes up on the wing. Hornacek, no luck. Chicago leading by 8. Carter for 3. Here's Mashburn. Oh, my, what a play.
Mashburn getting his hands dirty that time, battling for the offensive rebound and finishing things off after he got it.
And the Jazz call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Olajuwon's checked in for Mutombo. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. Hornacek outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Malone misses. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Brand passes to Mashburn. Stockton against Brand. Out to the right wing. Inside. Shoots over Stockton. No good from Brand. Utah trails by 10.
Chicago foul. Jamal Mashburn. First personal foul. First team foul.
Malone looking around. Pass to Hornacek. Back to Malone. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 3. Fires, high post, and the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Hornacek.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
It's Young on the wing. He's defended by Stockton. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And the layup is good. Mashburn's got 4 points this quarter.
These are the shots you want Mashburn taking because he's that good on offense.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
2 minutes.
Pass to Malone. Outside, Russell. And here's Stockton. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Russell with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Chicago leading by 10. Here's Mashburn. Here's Brand. And then Brand with the dunk.
Love watching Brand slam it down. Powerful throwdown.
Now Stockton hasn't made one yet. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Malone kicks to Russell. Back to Malone. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stockton. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mashburn. Carter inside the 3-point line. Rebounded by the Jazz. Malone's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Russell passes to Stockton. Malone, a screen on Young. Malone right side. Another miss by Utah. And so here is Chicago. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Mashburn, the pass to Olajuwon. And Brand wide open. He shoots. Olajuwon's shot is good. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 14 now for Chicago.
Olajuwon taking the hit and staying under control. What a powerful finish there.
Stockton against Young. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. Back to Hornacek. Over Carter. Hornacek, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Chicago leads by 14. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah has possession. They trail by 14. So is Stockton on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. They've got Vaughn, Antoine Carr out there with Malone. Then it's Russell, and it's Morris in at the 2. Carter sets the pick for Young. Over in the corner, Edwards. No good from outside. Utah trails by 12. Here's Vaughn. Pass to Carr. Shoots over Olajuwon. Shot's good by Carr.
Jacques Vaughn.
So it's Chicago now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shot's good from Young.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Young's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Morris kicks to Vaughn. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Back to Morris. 3-pointer. Drains the 3-pointer. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz.
He is really in a groove. And so far, this game has belonged to Morris.
Here's Olajuwon. Carter outside to the middle. Here's KD. Morris with the rebound. Utah trails by 9. Down low. Here's Vaughn. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Carter finds Edwards. No good on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
A nice shot by Young. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
The Jazz call timeout. Changes for Chicago. Mutombo is checked in for Olajuwon. Luka Doncic comes in for Vince Carter. And Lillard subbed in for Trae Young. Then for the Jazz, Keefe is checked in for Carr. Hornacek comes in for Morris. And it's Stockton in for Vaughn. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard what Jerry Sloan talked to his team about. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And he's good on the three ball.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. It's a 13-point game. To the inside, Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
And I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Mutombo. Up and in on the layup. And Chicago leads by 13.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
Here's Malone. Chicago grabs the miss. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Hornacek with the steal. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lillard against Stockton. Doncic with the steal. And a deep three from Lillard. And stolen by Russell. Pass to Stockton. Russell kicks to Malone. Russell trying to free himself up. Malone, no luck. Chicago leading by 13. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Doncic, no good. And it's the Jazz's ball. Here's Russell. He takes it in. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, I like the blend of power and agility on Russell's drive. I mean, he can beat the defense a lot of different ways.
Brian Russell, one shot.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Russell. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Lillard.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
And it's Malone missing. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
When you think of John Stockton, you think floor general. That's what he is.
Durant for three. They grab their own miss, and they pick up two. And Chicago leads by 12. Here's Hornacek.
Chicago foul. Luka Doncic. First personal foul. Second team.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for the Jazz, Jeff Hornacek.
He hits the second from the line. Young for three. Nailed from three-point land. And there's the call on Jones.
Eddie Jones.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
Isley. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Young for 3. Misses the shot. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.
I'll give a